I mean, popping
A
really
lot of
quick.
time.
Braun Strowman versus Gunther for the IC title. I have to, of course, give a shout out to Imperium for having one of the best entrances in wrestling because I just love their entrance. I know that it was Walter's entrance, but I'm just
I
glad
don't
that
care
we're,
whose entrance it
still
is.
seeing it.
It's fucking
Um,
incredible.
I thought that it was actually a pretty decent match. Obviously, pretty good by Gunther as always, but I felt like this was a really good match for Braun too, which
Oh yeah.
I I think it kind of forced him to do more in the ring than the typical like, oh, I'm just a big man and I just like throw people around, or he was loving the match that he had with Omos and was like, it's just two big men like slapping me,
Big meat
but
man slapping
yeah,
me.
but it was like it forced him to have to do more in the ring because even though Gunther is like a bigger guy, that's not how he wrestles. Like he actually is like a technical wrestler. So I felt like it kind of forced Braun to step out of his comfort zone and what we normally see from him. So I do have to give him some applause because I felt like this seemed like one of his better matches in quite some time.
I would agree. It's nice to see him go against a bigger guy,
Mhm.
but and not have it just be your stereotypical, car crash essentially. They
Yeah.
had a nice wrestling match. Gunther is someone who can do that now, and honestly, I see being a multiple time WWE champion like very soon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So the fact that he can have these sort of matches with a guy like Braun Strowman, yeah, it helps Braun out, obviously, but like it also helps out Gunther for the future with
Yeah.
Imperium. I mean, I just imagine, obviously it wouldn't be the same type of deal, but wrestling repeats itself. Have Imperium hold all the belts, you
I know,
know?
I kind of would like to see them in
Why
more
not?
matches. I'd like to see them wrestle more because, I mean, I know that I'm biased a
Well,
little bit
yeah.
because I like them as a team, but, like, I feel we haven't really been able to see either of them wrestle as a lot, and, um, we also haven't been able to see Vinci wrestle a lot, and he was, like, a weekly guy in NXT. So,
Yeah.
and he's, like, kind of a high flyer, which is not something that
Really?
either of them do. I mean, he does spots off the top rope quite often. So
Interesting. I'll have to
he's
look that up. Okay.
agile. He's agile.
Mhm.
So I would like to see that more. I think that it's cool that they come out and they're with Gunther, whatever, but I feel like they deserve to have some match time too, and not just being like interfering in Gunther's matches. Like we need to kind of see more of that because then otherwise why are they supposed to be feared, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, because you gotta fear them. They're one of those factions where they're not getting over with catchphrases and
Yeah.
crowd engagement. They want to be. They're the closest thing to ass kickers, I would
Mhm.
say, when it comes to a faction. Like, imagine them going up against the Hurt Business. I'm putting that in. I'm putting
Yeah,
that in
I
the dream
mean, they're on
matches.
different
Okay.
brands, but still.
Survivor Series War Games. Boom. You're welcome.